is a run-through of all the powerful abilities and distinct signals and the concepts that go with the powers put together for the individual mojo in a way that gives a nice flow, and it's something you should memorize. Now don't worry, there's not going to be too many of these memorization things. Why is it called a prayer? Because basically you are calling out to something outside of yourself, and in that term we're talking about outside your apparatus, not outside of your being. We mean in your conscious mind. So during the L10 prayer, you'll be praying to your own four conscious abilities, to yourself, you're having faith in yourself, and then to your unconscious other. So it helps to think of your unconscious as autonomous beings, and the other kind of represents the four powers you don't have. So it's very good to pray to that, to call to that creature in a reverent way, because it's your best way of moving the elevator of enlightenment. What else? When you are praying to your own powers, if you do it correctly, you can't help but be praying, therefore, to the powers of your other. And if you continue to do that, you can't help but be praying to all of you, your shiny baby. And that's the best thing you could ever pray to. That's the perfect package of you, the total storyline, unblemished, with everything that you ever needed to be your total heroic self. So you're praying to that, and that is what made all your spirit forms the other, and that is the connection that made you. Finally, when you're doing this prayer, it is implied, besides the spirit forms above the other, that you are praying to things such as the tribe humanity. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is what made you. You're part of the human matrix, the human collective. So I want to know that. I want to call out that in my mind, because I do come with that hardwire. And I'll be a better human if I do that, whichever human you want to be. And if you take it far enough, you're going to go all the way into the cosmos, into natural law itself, which is the energy evolution that brought us to where we are now, the energy constructs that we are. So that's what you're praying to. You're praying to yourself, faith in yourself, to your own unconscious spirit forms that take you to the all of you, and that came from the evolution of energy, so natural law. So that is what the prayer is for, and the natural law that made you, and the wonderful, beautiful, spiritual, artistic connection that is the spirit forms between those. I am a Nyy'xai on a heroic journey. My conscious source power is Nyy'xai, with its focus on the concept of the unknown, giving me the heroic gifts of detachment and call to imagine, conceptualization and envisioning, synthesis and synergy, inclusiveness and perspective shifting, meaningful insight and seeing the angles, speculation and prediction, global modeling and long-range planning, sense of destiny and visionary drive, independence of mind and secrecy, proactive theorizing and abductive reasoning. My Nyy'xai gives off the distinct signal of dissatisfied, including the subsignals of self-possessed, driven, and original. My conscious tandem power is Ji, with its focus on the concept of the people, giving me the heroic gifts of sense of community and personal connection, social awareness and personal consideration, integrity and code of conduct, travel relationships and cultural dynamics, interpersonal relationships and group dynamics, etiquette and diplomacy, team building and shepherding, rituals and collective values, charm and persuasion, human relationships and dynamics. My Ji gives off the distinct signal of caring, including the subsignals of loyal, passionate, and charismatic. I reach across for adaptability to continue the heroic journey. My conscious offside power is Zai, with its focus on the concept of perfection, giving me the heroic gifts of clarity and lucidity, precision and accuracy, dispassion and purity, diagnostics and experimentation, principle understanding and customization, situational logic and analysis. Refining and sharpening, optimizing and perfecting, calibrating and rectifying, reactive theorizing and deductive reasoning. My Nyy'xai gives off the distinct signal of unflappable, including the subsignals of self-assured, tactical, and hardcore. My conscious polar power is V, with its focus on the concept of reality, giving me the heroic gifts of 5 senses and sensory stimulation, alertness and environment scanning, in the moment and present-mindedness, visceral and hyperized experience, sensual and connoisseur experience, aesthetic and ecstatic experience, kinetic energy and galvanization, zest for life and exuberance, animal magnetism and stage presence, concrete existence and corporeality. My V gives off the distinct signal of amped, including the subsignals of earthy, acquisitive, and stylish. I call to my other, my unconscious inspirational genius, and through my other to all higher spirit forms. Our unconscious source power is Ni, with its focus on the concept of possibility, giving us the heroic gifts of sixth sense and imminent potentiality, abstraction and getting the gist, brainstorming and idea generation, cross-contextualizing and idea juggling, optimism and risk-taking, trend tracking and storm chasing, riffing and improvising, pattern surfing and bridge building, creative energy and contagious enthusiasm, my favorite, playful imagination and change initiation. Our Ni infuses me with the distinct signal of buoyant, including the subsignals of open-minded, diverse, and irrepressible. Our unconscious tandem power is Nyy'xai, with its focus on the concept of harmony, giving us the heroic gifts of hope and expectancy, idealism and sentiment, virtue and purity, gut reaction and acid testing, essence reading and attunement, empathy and communing, resonating and internalizing, conviction and investment, devotion and sacrifice, personal values and moral compass. Our Nyy'xai infuses me with a distinct signal of poignant, including the subsignals of humane, innocent, and authentic. My other reaches across for directiveness to continue the heroic journey. Our unconscious offside power is Z, with its focus on the concept of the system, giving us the heroic gifts of thirst for challenge and ambition, directness and efficiency, authoritativeness and decisiveness, assessing and strategizing, planning and organizing, scheduling and sequencing, protocol implementation and SOP enforcement, systemic logic and going for the win, straightforwardness and forcefulness, systemic relationships and dynamics. Our Z infuses me with a distinct signal of bracing, including the subsignals of assertive, hierarchical, and rigorous. Our unconscious polar power is Vi, with its focus on the concept of the known, giving us the heroic gifts of recall and call to remember, memories and experience, exact information and verifiable data, specificity and practicality, stability and security, consistency and reliability, maintaining and preserving, sense of tradition and historic roots. Attention to detail and standards of excellence, solidity and certainty. Our Vi infuses me with a distinct signal of concerned, including the subsignals of staunch, unfailing, and meticulous. I am a Nyy'xai on a heroic journey. So, there you go.